Hello and welcome to DG Brothers. I'm Louis and today I'm taking a look at Minecraft 1.17, and to be more specific, it is the Snapshot 21W11A. And I don't only want to show you what this specific snapshot has added, I also want to show you everything that's been added up until this point. There are a lot of specific aesthetic changes that I don't really want to talk about. I only want to talk about the essentials, the things that are relevant for every Minecraft player. So let's jump right into it and have a look at all the new things added to Minecraft 1.17. So first off, we have the amethysts, and they have a very nice sound, even when I walk on it, which sounds really nice. They come in different sizes, and they will drop multiple amethysts shards when you break them. And so far, you can only make spyglasses with the amethyst shards. So I'm believing that they will add more to this block. But so far, you can only make this, which is really cool. I think it's a cool addition to vanilla Minecraft. So you don't have to have Optifine to be able to zoom. But yeah, again, I think they will add more. They only spawn in specific caves. You cannot silk touch the budding amethysts, which are the ones that grow these. But I'm pretty sure that you will be able to make the block of amethyst, which is just a cool building block, which you can probably mix with a lot of different blocks to make a very cool house. Also, when you break them, listen to this. Wow, it's beautiful. I really like this block, and you can also with it make this tinted glass, which is a glass that will not let light through it. So this is perfect for mob farms, because then mobs will not get the light in, but you can still see if the mob farm is actually working. So this is a really cool addition in my opinion. If we take a look at the amethyst caves, they look like this. They're small purple balls, and they kind of look like this inside, which is really cool. So when you go mining, you accidentally will drop to one of these purple balls here, which looks really cool. They're not that rare, but they're kind of rare. I can see 3, 4, 5 from here or something. But I definitely believe that they will add more to this specific block. But it looks really cool, and I'm really excited to try and build something with these. Around the amethyst caves, you will also be able to find this calcite here and smooth basalt. And I've just placed basalt and the polished basalt here just to show you that it's a very similar block. So you can actually do more with the basalt builds that you're doing in your world. Also, this kind of looks like marmor, which is a really nice addition. We got a lot of black blocks now, especially after this update. So it's also nice to see some white blocks being added. And I can see this being used in a lot of very decorative buildings. The next thing added is, of course, the lush caves. And I've just made this myself. This is an azalea tree. It just uses normal oak log, but then it has these flowering azalea leaves and the azalea leaves. And if you destroy these leaves, you will get the azalea bushes, which I call them. That's not what they're actually called, apparently. But this is basically the saplings of that tree, and they look so beautiful. They're perfect for decoration. I mean, I can see so many cute gardens being built with this, and I'm so excited to be able to start using these. And if you go underneath these azalea trees, which you will find, they're kind of rare, but if you find them, you can go down underneath them, and you will find the rooted dirt just underneath them, and if you follow the rooted dirt all the way down, you find a lush cave, which adds a lot of different stuff, and I'm so excited for this. But before we actually have a look at the specifics, let's just take a look at an actual lush cave. So this is how the lush caves will generate. As you can see, there's a lot of moss on the bottom and a lot of moss on the ceiling as well, with some vines and the glow berries hanging down, and all the drip leaves and everything on the bottom. So this looks really cozy. I love how this generates. It looks so great. And as you can see here, there is now also clay in all these lush caves here. So that's an easier way to get clay, which is really, really cool in my opinion, because it's too rare at the moment. So this looks really cool. This is gonna be so cool to explore when we actually get there. And as you can see, there's also these small azalea bushes here, and they're scattered around. It's so cool. Look at this. They're so beautiful. Wow. And I also just want to show you another cool thing down here, where we find a mine shaft. And that's also a thing that they've added. They've added these pillars and the chains, so it's more supported. It doesn't look that random and broken as it did before. It's much more realistic now as well, and it looks really cool. And as you can see, the lush cave will actually blend into the mine shaft, so it's like a mix of mine shaft and lush cave, which is really, really cool. I mean, look at this. It's nothing like Minecraft as it is right now. This is gonna be so cool to explore. Wow. So taking a look at the specifics, first off we have the moss block and the moss carpet. And I think this is a nice addition because it blends much better with grass. As you can see here, it looks really, really cool. So you can mix up the grass, and then with the moss carpet you can also hide torches and other light sources underneath much better than you can with the wool green carpet, which I see a lot of people using when they want to hide light sources in a garden. Now we can use the moss carpet, which blends much better, and yeah, it looks really good. See how good it blends with the normal grass? I think this looks really, really great, so I cannot wait to see a lot of cute garden builds using all of these types of new blocks added, and with the moss carpet hiding all of the light sources. When you look at the rooted dirt, which is what will bring you down to these kind of caves, they can have these hanging roots here, which is also a nice addition. They cannot do much, but they look cool, just like much other stuff in Minecraft. Now another cool hanging plant that we get is the glowberries. And they look like this, and then if you bone meal them, you will get these specific glowberries on the plant, which is another lighting source. And for me personally, lighting sources are the most important parts of Minecraft, and having a lot of different ways of lighting up your base is really, really cool, so you're not forced to use lanterns, because especially lanterns I use way too much. So this is a really, really, really cool addition in my opinion. Then there's also this spore blossom, which you can see gives off these particles, which are flying around in the air, which looks really cool. And well, you know me, I love pink, so of course I love this flower. Besides that, I don't think it does anything specific. I kinda hope that they will add something for it so that it's more special. But right now there's nothing new to it. And the last plant added in the lush caves are the drip leaves. There are a small drip leaf and a big drip leaf. The big drip leaves can be placed on ground, and when you stand on them, they will go down like that. So you can use them for traps and maybe hidden entrances and stuff. And you can grow them as well. And as far as I know, if I break this one, I will get a lot of big drip leaves. So you can use this for a lot of decoration. Again, only for decoration as far as I know. And then the small drip leaf cannot be placed on ground, but only underwater like this. And this is just, again, a very nice addition to decorations. I mean, the decorations you can do in 1.17 are gonna be so freaking detailed. I cannot believe that this is a vanilla Minecraft. And last but not least, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, which are these axolotls. They are adding axolotls, and look at them! I cannot believe this. This is so fucking epic. I love axolotls. Like, in real life, axolotls are probably one of my favorite animals in the world. They're so cute and so pretty. Look at them. They're beautiful. And essentially they're gonna work just like dogs in Minecraft, just underwater. So you can, instead of bringing your dog, you can bring these, and they will help you fight. And you tame them just by catching them in a bucket. And as you can see, you can get a white, a pink, a brown, and a yellow. And you should also be able to get a blue one. I spawned all of these in. I couldn't help myself. I love them. They're beautiful. Look at them. And they even do like dolphins and jump like that. It's beautiful. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna have so many axolotls when we start playing 1.17. Holy shit. Look at them. But yeah, again, there should also be a blue axolotl. I've not been able to spawn it yet, so it must be really, really, really rare. But this is probably my favorite thing, actually. I cannot wait until I can play with these little fellas. They're so cute! Another mob added to 1.17 are the glow squid. They do have a very pretty sound when they're swimming around, but sadly they do not actually glow. They do not glow in the dark. You can see them more clearly in the normal squids, obviously, because they have another color. But they don't really glow. And when you kill them, you get the glow sack, which you can make glow item frames with, which looks different, but they don't glow either. So I really hope that they will add this before the actual release, because having glowing item frames and glowing squids would be really cool if they actually glow. If they don't actually glow, then why the hell would we need this? We don't. A new ore added in Minecraft 1.17 is the copper ore, and with that you can make the block of copper, you can make the cut copper stairs and cut copper slabs. And these looks really, really cool, and another cool feature about the copper is that it will oxidize. So you go from the normal copper to a exposed copper to weathered copper and then an oxidized copper. And they all have really, really nice textures in my opinion. I think all of these look really, really, really nice. And of course, if you want to keep them in one stage or the other, you can just put honey on them and then they will become waxed and they will not oxidize any further, which means that you can save them like this, like this, like this, or you can just have them oxidized if that's what you're into. And again, I think this looks really, really cool. I do hope they add more to the copper ore so that you can do more with it. But so far, I think it's pretty cool. One thing you can make with the copper ore are the lightning rods. So if there is a lightning weather, these will take on the lightning strikes. So it doesn't hit anything else than this. And of course, that's a very cool feature in and of itself, because lightning is cool and it looks cool when it strikes. But of course, you can also now more freely build big wool structures or big wooden structures without fearing them going up in flames when a lightning strikes, because you can just put down the lightning rod and then it will hit that instead. So that's a really cool feature added. You don't have to be afraid to build any wood structures or wool structures outside anymore. Another cool thing about that, which was added in this snapshot, is that if you put this down on copper and the lightning strikes, then this will not be oxidized anymore. It will become one of the cleaner versions, and in the best case scenario, it will become a normal copper block again. So you can actually go from the oxidized and then back to normal copper if you use the lightning rod. Another thing that they're changing in 1.17 is the levels where you can find the different ores. So, of course, since the world is getting bigger than it was before, there's a lot more space where you can actually dig for resources. And they're gonna change it a little bit so that if you want to find diamond, you have to go to one level. If you want to find gold, you have to go to another level. If you want to find iron, you have to go to a third level, and so on and so forth. And this is really cool in my opinion, because that forces us to have multiple strip mines, so you don't have to make such big strip mines. I have tried running into other people's strip mines so that we intertwine with each other. But if it is on different levels, then we can have multiple strip mines on top of each other, so we don't have to go that far to find what we actually need. And speaking about the ores, I also want to address the new ore textures. As you can see, diamond is the only one that will keep looking the same, and all the other ores have got new textures. I was a bit skeptical at first, but I mean, now that I've gotten used to it, they look really, really cool. And it should also be easier for colorblind people to tell the difference now, which is really inclusive and really, really awesome in my opinion. And again, like, look at the gold, and look at the lapis lazuli and the coal even. It looks so cool now. Also, looking at the blocks added, we can see that emerald and coal will not be found far down enough to be in the deep slate. And talking about deep slate, now what is that? Well, that is the new stone type added to Minecraft 1.17, which you will find at the lowest layers of the world. And I think this is a really cool addition. I've put it besides normal stone and blackstone here, as you can see, and this gives us a lot of opportunities to do different stone builds. Now another cool thing is that it changes how it looks depending how you place it. So as you can see here, it looks different, so it actually adds a lot of possibilities. There is also a coupled version, but I do hope that they change the design because in my opinion, these are just too similar. But I mean, it's really cool anyways, and it gives a lot of possibilities. As you can see here, there's also a polished version, which kinda goes with the polished blackstone and the smooth stone. And there's also a brick version, a chiseled brick version, and there's also tiles, which is really, really, really cool in my opinion. Because I love when they add these kind of blocks that looks like normal bricks, like in real life bricks, like these. A lot of real life houses are built with these kind of bricks, and these are just a black version of that, like the nether bricks are a very red and dark version of it. And this gives me a little hope that maybe they will add tiles for normal brick and black stone as well, which I think would be really, really cool. And it also gives me a little bit of hope, because one thing I really want to see is yellow brick. I mean, I know the red brick is the most ordinary thing to have your house built out of, but the house I live in and a lot of other houses in Denmark at least are made with yellow brick. So I really, really do hope that they add this at some point. But this is definitely my favorite block added so far. I think this looks so, so, so cool. Another light source added to the game are the candles, and look at these, they're so pretty and so cute, and you can put them in these bundles like this. So there's 1, 2, 3, or 4 together, and it looks really, really cool. You can put them together like this, and then you turn them on with the flint and steel. Again, I love when they add light sources so you can do different kinds of builds without thinking how to hide the light. So these are kind of light sources that you can place out there. You don't have to hide these because they look awesome. Now the best thing in my opinion is that you can color the candles, so you can actually have all these different kinds of colors, and it looks so, so cool in my opinion. I love this addition. The other kind of cave that has been added are the dripstone caves, as you can see here, they spawn these dripstone that can also grow from the ground, and they come in different sizes, and as you can see here, you can just keep growing them actually, but they kind of get really blocky when they get this big. But this is how they look, and they are really, really cool. You lose health if you fall down on them, or if they fall down in your head. And as you just saw there, they will also drip water. Apparently it hasn't happened here yet, but you can fill up cauldrons with it. And there is also a dripstone block, which you can make from the dripstones. And, well, it looks pretty cool. I hope they add more to this, maybe smooth dripstone blocks or something. And there is also the tough block, which I also hope they will make a smooth version of. But again, just like the other blocks, there's a lot of decorational, great looking blocks added to 1.17. Another thing added in these caves are the glow lichen, whatever it's called. And it's kind of like vines. As far as I know, they will spread automatically. And they give off a little bit of light. So it will be a little bit easier to see when you explore these huge caves, which is going to be really, really cool. So let's have a look at one of these kind of caves in the game. So this is how the dripstone caves will actually look. I got night vision on right now because this cave would normally be very, very dark, except for the small light sources that you have here and there. So it's gonna be really scary and also really, really cool to explore in game. But if we just have a look here, you can see, oh, there was a zombie that took damage from jumping on one of the dripstone there. So you can see we actually take damage from them. And as you can see, things like this, they look kind of awkward when they get too long, so it will actually naturally generate the dripstone blocks as if they were dripstones themselves. And this looks so cool. I mean, look at this cave. It's awesome. And it's just amazing how these will generate naturally. I mean, wow, I don't even know what to say. I'm blown away by this and how they actually intertwine here with all the dripstones and everything. This is so, so, so cool, man. I mean, wow. Another thing added is the powdered snow. As you can see here, it looks very similar to normal snow, but the thing about powdered snow is that you can sink into it. As you can see here, you go down into it, and you can also walk through it, but if you get caught inside it, you will actually freeze to death. So this is a very scary addition to Minecraft, but it's gonna be so, so cool when you're exploring the mountains and you're walking on the snow, and then all of a sudden you're just getting dragged down into this death trap. Now the thing that you can do is wearing leather boots, and if you have those on, you will not sink into the snow. So if you don't like this addition, just put on some leather boots, goddammit. And then it will not do anything against you. But I do think this is a really cool addition, and it's really realistic, and it's gonna make it so cool to explore the mountains. They're not added into Java Edition yet, but I will make sure to check it out as soon as it gets added. Now, talking about the mountains, I also want to talk about the build limit, because apparently the mountains will go all the way up to the top of the build limit, which we can see all the way up there. And just to show you how big the Minecraft world is now, I'm gonna fly up there and then fall all the way down to bedrock, and we'll see how much time that takes. My render distance might not be that far, but I mean, this is just so freaking tall, and the mountains are supposed to go all the way up here naturally. That's insane. I mean, that's actually insane. The build limit is so tall now, and there's so much space to build on. So let's just try and fall down and see how much time it's gonna take. Here we go. We haven't even hit ground level yet, and there we go, and deep slate, boom, there's bedrock. That's so insane. Holy jeez. One of the first things added in 1.17 and one of the first snapshots was the skulk sensor. Now, I don't have much to say about it because I'm really not a redstone kind of guy, but I'm sure that a lot of people who knows their way around redstone can make some really, really cool farms with this new thing. It reacts on sounds, so if I just try and walk here, you saw that? And then it activates. And then it will activate some redstone, and it takes sound if you break a block. It takes the sound if you build a block, anything. It detects everything, and it's really, really cool. I'm sure some people can make some really cool builds with this. I have no idea how to use it, so I don't have much else to say about it, but it looks really, really nice. The last thing that I want to show you today is the bundle, and it's kind of like a backpack, and then it's really not like a backpack, and I see a lot of people being disappointed with it. But I mean, for what it's worth, I think it's kind of useful actually when you're building. Because if you want to do a lot of decorations, you have a lot of different kinds of blocks. And for that, it's actually pretty cool. Because you can put all the different blocks inside this one bundle, and it will not fill up your whole inventory, and you don't have to carry around a lot of shulker boxes to have it. You can put everything into this one bundle right here, which is pretty cool. Again, if you're doing some decoration and something where you have to use a lot of different blocks, it's perfect for that. But regarding more space, more storage space, of course, it's not that useful. But I mean, I don't think we actually need more storage space, in my opinion, because if you have shulker boxes in your inventory, you can fill up your inventory with shulker boxes. Then you can have an ender chest and fill that with shulker boxes as well. I mean, we don't need more storage space than that. And with that, that was everything added to 1.17 so far, and that was all I had to say about it. If you made it this far into the video, please do subscribe and help out a small YouTuber grow. I would really, really appreciate that. And please let me know if you want to see more from 1.17. I really want to play more around with this new version of Minecraft, and I do have some challenges in mind as well where I try to build with the new blocks and everything, And again, I really want to do some updates when the new snapshots comes out. So please let me know if you want to see that. And then I think that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. And I hope you want to subscribe and join me again next week. Remember to like if you liked the video. And thank you so much for watching. Oh, and by the way, if you're following the DGCraft series, don't worry, there will come a new episode next week. I just really wanted to do this video and I thought this was the perfect time to do it. But yeah, again, that is all, and